started. We don't have much time in here. Thank you. I will say that your kids got quieter quicker than you did when we had the assembly. They were ready. They were amazing. We had all the kids in here, 7th, 8th graders, and the 6th graders in another spot, and they were locked in. They were quiet. They were focused. And thank you for raising such great kids. It's very important. My name is John Campbell Piano. I'm the principal here, and very excited to be at our first back-to-school night. Some very important people behind us. We're going to introduce them and let them go into their rooms and get ready for you. But first, our assistant principal, Sandy Cantillas. And we're going to start with our math department. Can our math department step forward, wave, let everyone look at them? Math, let's give them a round of applause. Now, there's a lot of competition sometimes between departments, and we ask kids, raise your hands, cheer for the classes. There was huge applause for the math department. And so in the math, we love seeing kids excited about math. And it was great to see that. Next, let's have our science department step up. There are two more that one will be in their classroom, one is at their own child's back to school night. Let's have our 6th grade core team step up. Thank you. 7th grade core. 8th grade core. Mr. Purcell wants to give a speech. We're not going to allow that to happen. We have our physical education department. Please step up. Our foreign language department, Mr. Phillips. We have Miss Gavello, who teaches French in the morning, and she also works at Iron Horse Middle School, so she has been a great new addition to our department. Our special education department. Our living skills department. And I've been enjoying going in. The kids have been teaching me, Miss Paulson's been teaching me how to cook, prepare, and they fed me Chinese chicken salad today. That was excellent. Next, we have our counseling department, Chelsea and Lauren, Miss Rivas and Miss Hayes. I won't forget. We have our art department. Please step up. Our elective teachers, please step forward. Anyone that teaches an elective. We have robotics. We have Mr. Newman. We're coming to you, our band teacher. Is there anyone that I've forgotten? Our librarian, Irma. Let's give her a huge round of applause. So we are blessed here. I've only been at this school for a couple weeks, been working for a number of months, but we are blessed with the staff. They do great work. Come on in a little bit if you can. They care about your kids. They love being here. They care about each other, and they're doing great stuff. So you'll have a great time with them in your classes tonight, rotating through. You'll get a small taste of what they're doing, but we are really fortunate to have a tremendous staff. So let's give them one other round of applause, please. So the teachers are going to be dismissed. Thank you so much. You're welcome to stay, but you will have people in your room in a few minutes. Okay, first we're going to hear from our PTA president, Raylyn Bianchi. Where are you, Raylyn?
main office, and with your membership you get a free directory. Also, I want to remind everybody to read The Roar. It comes out every Wednesday evening, and I do know for a fact that only 40% of you open it. And I want to see these numbers go up. This is a very important, it tells everything that's going on campus. With your children, it talks about construction updates, tips from the counselors, information about dances, and all kinds of information that you need to know what's going on with your kids. And if you want to get on campus and volunteer, the ways that you can do that are through lunch duty, through snack sales, which are on Thursday mornings, and through the Roar store, which is Friday afternoons at lunch. And if you volunteer a minimum of 2 hours, you get a free car magnet. So I hope to see you guys around campus. Thank you.
And thank you for the support. We have great parental support. It's been tremendous. And the lunch duty thing I will speak of again. I know your kids might tell you, please don't volunteer. Please don't come on campus. We like having you on campus. We're doing tremendous things here. And we've had some parent volunteers, and they can kind of go around and help us. And I'm going to talk about lunch a little bit when I get to that. But first I want to hear from our Ed Fund President, Elisa Tinker.
Parents, I want to thank you for all of your donations at registration. We brought in $150,000 to the school. This year, Ed Fund is funding 14 sections. What does that mean? A section is what you might remember in school as a period. You have 7 periods in the day. Your 6th grader, we fund 14 sections of core and grade level math. Your 6th grader is in core for 3 periods a day. They have history, English, reading, and they take grade level math, most likely. So for 4 periods out of their 7-period day, we are reducing the class size. We pay for more teachers so we can have more classes, so we can have fewer kids in each class. If you have a 7th or an 8th grader, their core class is 2 periods long. They have history and English, and likely they're in grade level math. So for 3 periods out of their 7-period long day, we're reducing the number of kids in their class so they can get more individualized attention from their teachers, less distractions, all these good things, so that these teachers that were behind us, who I think are fabulous, can do an even better job. The district allows an average number per class, but they'll allow up to 38 kids in a class. We, this year, through your donations, are bringing the average in grade level math down to 25, and the average in core to 26 and a half. I don't know who brought half a kid to this school, but I mentioned that you all donated $150,000. Normally we bring in about $200,000. So we're really excited and so grateful for your donations, but we're a little behind. I would encourage you, if you haven't made a donation, you can always do so online on the school website. There's a red donate button at the top left. And we are grateful to receive any amount that you are comfortable with, really. You can also come talk to me after if you have questions about what Ed Fund does. The majority of your donations fund class size reduction, but then with any remainders, sometimes we fund grants that the teachers ask for. Last year we gave $25,000 worth of technology and other items, such as things for the environmental science class, noise reduction, headphones for kids that get easily distracted, just all kinds of really good things. 33 Chromebooks, I think we donated to the school. So please come see me if you have questions about how we spend your donations. Lastly, I want to mention corporate matching. Last year, your employees gave Stone Valley over $25,000. They matched your donations. It could be an Ed Fund donation. It could be the donation that you made to the school. if you donated to science or something like that. We'll match all of that stuff. So if you aren't sure, please let us know. We'll find out if your employer will match your donation, because that's free money to the school, and it takes the pressure off of the parent dollars that we are so grateful for. Thank you.
Sandy, can you join me? Thank you so much. Our parent groups do tremendous work. A few things we wanted to share with you as you get started. Let's, how many of you are parents of 8th graders? Raise your hand, please. I like that. How many 7th graders? Nice. Come on, 6th graders. How many 6th graders? All right, we need to increase the school spirit, but that's good. We have a great turnout. We have been very excited to have you. There's a lot happening in Stone Valley, as you've probably seen, okay? Construction, we are ready to roll. Classroom portables will be coming in anytime between now and December. When we come back from winter break, our classes will be in the portable classrooms if all things go well. It's supposed to rain a lot, but as long as they get those in, we'll be in those classrooms. Some of the buildings will stay, and if you want more information on that, you can always reach out to us, and that's going to be very exciting. The classroom portables, we received some questions. They're either new or very new. They're not used more than 1 year. They're good shape. Sandy's taught in them. They have air conditioning heater. They're good facilities for your children. There'll be portable bathrooms. We'll have construction meetings for anyone that would like to join us. But that is exciting. The kids hopefully will benefit from that. And if they don't, they can look back and say, hey, I was there when they started demolishing the school. We'll have a lot of fun. The place will be demolished for the most part sometime in January, and the kids will get to see that. Your kids will be safe, don't worry, and they will be able to continue. A couple important climate things that have happened. We're bringing Soul Shop to our campus. Our teachers have been trained. Your students will have assemblies where they understand Soul Shop, the idea of building empathy, increasing empathy, respect for each other. How do we want to be treated? And we're going to be doing that intentionally in classes, especially advisory. Advisory period occurs every Wednesday for 35 minutes after second period. During that advisory period, we've received some questions. Students watch Stone Valley Television, which is a student-produced program from our media class. We participate in Soul Shop activities, building character development on our campus, and we also do silent reading, homework studies, class elections, etc. during that block, so we're not taking away from class time. Additionally, something that thank you for your help, is our cell phones. How many of your kids, raise your hand, are complaining about not having their cell phone at school? Come on, be honest. All right, not as many as I thought. Thank you. You have helped us tremendously with that. Sandy has confiscated one cell phone for a short period of time, and that is it. Kids are actually enjoying it. We've had children thank us for not having their friends have cell phones. So teachers that were here last year were amazed that kids weren't running into each other in the hallways, that they were looking where they were going. At lunch, they weren't sitting around in a circle. You've seen this, right? You have children. You've seen them all sit around texting each other. So that has really improved our climate already, where students are playing, they're interacting, they're talking. There will be issues, right, with that, but we're very excited about that. So thank you for your support on that. I know you've had to have some serious conversations at home during that period of time, so thank you so much. Traffic. I want to talk a little bit about traffic. All right. Thank you for your patience, your smiles when we're doing our crosswalk duty. You will see cones out there. The district is not striping anything in the parking lot until they've done more analysis. So be patient with it. Please drive very safe. Where student safety is the number one thing. I was driving to work today. What do I care most about? I have a 7th grader, a 5th grader, a 1st grader, and my kids are in a safe school, that they're in a ready spot to learn. Teachers are prepared, and we have those things here. We have a lot of learning going on our campus. I hope all of you, I would have you get out your cell phones right now. I would like you to, if you can, go to Twitter and join, follow us at Stone Valley MS. I see you smiling up there. And look at the pictures of your kids, of the learning they're doing. And we don't put names of students, and we also have, you had in your parent portal about the publicity, and you can always email me. Sandy and I will get back to you very quickly if you're concerned. But we have great stuff going on in Stone Valley, and we want to show it off. And we are so proud of the work we're doing. So if you can follow us, that would be great. And finally, one other piece of information before we get started. If you have any ideas, all right, on how we can continue to get kids to work together in a way that they're advocating for themselves and treating each other with respect, we are in. We are a staff, you will know me as a principal, that wants children to be able to do right, treat others the way they want to be treated. A little about me before we go, since I am new here, is, and many of you came to the Welcome Back Coffee, and we'll have more of those as we go forward. I've been in education since I was 23 years old. I was raised in the Bay Area, went to a local school, went to college, got my master's, came back, coached varsity baseball for 10 years at Northgate High School. I was a teacher at both middle school and high school, athletic director, assistant principal, leadership teacher, which Ms. Draper is taking back this year, an administrator at all levels. And this is a brilliant place to work. We work in a district that supports each other, very little ego. But what I see, the reason I came back to middle school is the quicker we can get kids making the right decisions, preparing, this is when they become successful in high school and college and beyond. It's not necessarily the grade. We all want our kids to get great grades. It's how do they study? Do they procrastinate? Do they schedule it out? Do they work in chaos, or are they calm? Learning how to be a student, learning how to be a citizen, learning how to respect their parents and us. And this is a great place. I would love you to come and volunteer and see how little trash is on the ground, how there's no cell phones, kids are being kids again. And so I really appreciate the opportunity to be here, because this is where future success comes from. And we have a staff that is incredible. So tonight when you go into your rooms, you've all done back to school night before, they're very short periods. They're 8 minutes, then with passing period. Please set up an appointment if you want further information. We have conferencing again in a couple weeks. But ask those questions, and then if you want more information about your son or daughter, schedule a meeting. But Sandy and I are open. Email us, call us. We are new to the school. We're not new to education. Sandy's been in this district 15 plus years and very successful. I've been in education since I was 23 years old. I will not tell you how old I am, okay? But I have 3 wonderful kids that live it, and I know it. And I think that to close, having a 7th grader, I went to his back to school night last night. I was sitting in class, after class, and the first thing I try to figure out is, does this person care about my kid or other kids? Because if we care about our kids, they will care about school, right? And they are great. I make them give me a handshake with eye contact. Sandy does the same. If they know their teachers care, they'll run through the wall, okay? And so I believe we have that here, and we'll continue to grow. And the last plug is I see Mr. Hirschman back here. After school sports, he's our athletic director. I won't make him come up, but Mr. Hirschman, our male PE teacher. We don't have a lot of signups for after school sports. How many of your kids participate in some sport outside of Stone Valley? Raise your hand, please. Right? And maybe that's where after school sports is going, but there's a spot, there's opportunity. If your son or daughter has time, what are we playing right now, Ron? Cross country and flag football?
Yeah.
And
start next
we also
week.
have golf.
Badminton, everybody's favorite, dodgeball, track, and volleyball.
Thank you, Ron. And so we've been really encouraging your students to consider doing that. It's a program we have that can't continue unless kids sign up. And sports meant a lot to me, and I would love to give every kid an opportunity. I'm going to give Ms. Draper, you get 1 minute.
I can do it fast.
Okay. This is Ms. Draper, our leadership teacher. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So glad you're here tonight. Very quickly, we are working hard to change the culture here at Stone Valley. You've probably already heard from John and Sandy about that. We have student body elections coming up, so we're super excited. It's the first time in over, I think, 12 years that we are going to have a student council, and we are going to have officers from your students running the student council. So we're super excited about that. We have student activities coming up. First big activity for 7th and 8th graders is going to be our back to school dance. The kids have titled it Prep It Up. So that is on September 18th from 7 to 9. 6th graders, their first big activity for those that were able to sign up today they will be having a water balloon toss contest tomorrow at lunch. If your student didn't get to participate tomorrow, we will be doing it again, so they will get a chance. But we're super excited to have your students here. We are super excited about changing the culture and having a great year at Stone Valley. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sandy Cotillas, the assistant principal here at Stone Valley. Hi, back there. I was here last year and really enjoyed working with your students, working with these teachers, working with a lot of you parents, and I'm looking forward to getting to know my 6th grade parents and my 6th grade students. I want to piggyback on what Linda was just talking about for the election. We're having an election on the 16th. If anybody out there, you don't have to tell me tonight, I'm going to need about 4 to 6 parent volunteers to man the polling booths. We're going to have the Contra Costa County is going to provide polling booths, and I'm going to need some parents to make sure that all the polling is done properly. So if you could just shoot me an email or even see me tonight and say, yeah, I can do it. It'll be just for a couple hours. All right. I am going to set you free. We're not sure if the bells are going to work. If they do, they'll be ringing, I believe, at 6:30. If they don't, you need to be heading towards first period at 6:30. Hopefully your children have given you a map or given you their program schedule. If not, come find us and we can help you. Thank you so much for coming. And leadership, I'm just told, has balloons and they can help you out too. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.